This video will explain the basic features of our new ROES application. This updated application still has the same catalogs of products you've come to love, but in a new and more versatile user interface. The first thing you will be greeted with is a blanked out start page. To begin, you will need to have your Technicare customer number or account number. If you need assistance with this, please call our customer support team. This information, along with your company name, email, and phone number, needs to be entered along this right-hand side of the window. Once you have successfully logged in, you can start ordering. The Start page is your hub for all of Technicare services. Here you will find links to our dedicated Calgary in-house services catalog for services done specifically in Calgary to be picked up at the time of your choosing, our full classic services catalog containing our widest range of services, all produced at our Edmonton lab facility, as well as our traditional and fine art canvas services. You'll also find links to launch our press and gift, album, and school and sport ROES applications below. The content of this tutorial video will focus on our Calgary-based professional customers, but as all of our ROES applications will be upgraded to this new interface, the majority of this information will still apply to the other applications as well. To begin, select one of the options on the Start page, or click the Start Ordering button along the top right-hand side of the window. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will select the catalog of in-house Calgary services. This will bring you to our new and improved ordering screen. The layout of this screen is customizable. Both the Options and Images pane can be repositioned as you prefer by clicking the arrow button in the corner of the pane. We recommend putting the Options pane on the right and the images along the bottom. This workspace layout gives us plenty of space to manipulate our images in the center. We will be able to select our products from the left and see their full array of options along the right. Images along the bottom will give us a nice roll of images. In this tutorial, we'll go over some of the notable features of each of these different panes so you have a good idea of how to use them effectively. We'll start with the Sizes pane along the left-hand side of the screen. This pane is where you can toggle between our different catalogs via the drop-down menu at the top. Product categories will appear as tabs below the drop-down menu with subcategories below them. If you have a product that you're regularly ordering, for example a 5x7 greeting card, then you can add that product to your favorites. Your favorites are your own custom catalog that you can create and organize to help save time. To add a product to your favorites, simply click the Add Favorite button along the bottom right of the Sizes pane and give it a name. From here, you can manage your own groups and organize your favorites as you see fit. To toggle between your favorites and the full catalog, click the Favorites button along the bottom of the Sizes pane. Next up is the Images pane. To add images, click the Add Image Folder button and select a folder to add the contents of that folder to ROES. If you have multiple folders with images you'd like to work from, simply repeat this process. You can minimize and open each folder within ROES by clicking the arrow next to the folder's name. Once you have added all of the folders with images you'd like to order, simply select a product and drag your image onto the workspace in the center of the screen. The workspace has several tools for you to use to fine-tune your order. By clicking on the image, you will reveal the controls available to you. With these controls, you can crop, zoom, rotate, and lock these changes. We also have the ability to lock various aspects of our order. To access these functions, click the button along the bottom right corner of the workspace to toggle to the hold selection. These checkboxes will allow you to hold things such as the crop on your image, the options, the quantity, or the images themselves. This is useful for things like ordering several variations of the same image, or to save yourself the trouble of cropping the same image over and over. To toggle back to the original controls, click the button on the bottom right corner of the workspace once again. Finally, we have the Options pane. Once you have selected a product from the Sizes pane, the Options pane will have populated itself with the various choices you have for your product. Some of these choices include changing the image tone, adding a border, changing the background color, adding a watermark, adding mounting to your product, or changing the lamination. The options will be specific to each individual product, so it's important to pay close attention to this pane when selecting the product that best suits your needs. Now that we know how to create an item, let's talk about how to submit it. Once you've finished creating your item, click the Add to Cart button in the middle of the screen to add that item to your cart. At any time, you can click the Shopping Cart button along the top right of the ROES client, or click the View Cart button below the workspace. The shopping cart will give you an overview of all of the contents of your order, such as the image itself, the options, and the quantity. When you are ready to complete your order, select your lab handling options, add a client reference, if you find this handy, and include any special instructions you might have. After checking your order carefully, you can send your order now, or you can save your order for sending later. You can save your order for later by clicking the button along the bottom right corner of the screen. For example, this is helpful in situations where you're working on large book orders with hundreds of images, or if you don't have a stable internet connection and want to wait until you're at a place where you do. If you're ready to complete the order, click the Complete and Send Order button along the bottom right of the page. This will bring you to our checkout screen where you'll see a final selection of options for your order. You have the option to pick up the order in Calgary. Note that the Calgary in-house services catalog is for pickup. If you want your order drop shipped, you'll want to create your order with products from the full Classic catalog. Finally, select your method of submission. Confirm your email address, as this is where you will receive order confirmation and phone number, and then click Place Order. If you selected Save for Sending Later, ROES will prompt you for a printable report or bring you to the new Uploads pane. The Upload screen is where you can see all of your previously saved orders and any orders you've got in the queue waiting to be sent. The Uploads pane also shows your order history. Finally, you can schedule a submission for a later time along the right-hand side of the screen. That's all for our tutorial video. Thank you for your time.